You want to go today and have me keep my mouth shut? 7's my floor.
Dude, you could have got him for $7.50.
Ooh, bacon.
Greetings, Tasty Morsels. It's Reverse BLT here. Welcome back to the channel, and I'm about to get into episode 2 of Andor, which is entitled That Would Be Me. Fun title. Last episode was just introductions. We got introduced to Cassian. We got to see these flashbacks to when he was a kid to establish this connection he's got with a sister that he's lost, who he is looking for. And we saw him get into an altercation with a couple of low-life securities guys who tried to roll him because they didn't like the fact that he wasn't giving them enough respect, I guess. And he ended up accidentally killing one and then killing the other one so that there wouldn't be any witnesses. And that brought us an introduction to a second character who is a security, I guess, sort of lieutenant or something, supervisor of some sort.
Deputy Inspector.
Who definitely wants to solve this particular case, but was told by superiors, look, this is the deal, this is what was really going on. These guys basically died because they were up to no good and were trying to rob somebody or something, and we're not going to make a big deal out of it. But he isn't going to let it go. I think that's going to lead him to a sticky end. And we got to meet Cassian's friend, who is a mechanic and possibly a resistance operative. That's the thing that I think is most logical, but she could also possibly be signaling the Empire. But I think it's going to be the resistance. Cassian talked to her about how he wanted to meet up with somebody that she supposedly had told him before wanted to meet him. I mentioned in the first episode's intro that I think that Saw Gerrera will pop up in this somewhere, so I'm thinking that maybe her contact is actually Saw Gerrera, and that's who he's trying to meet up with. Cassian keeps burning bridges, though, and, that's not doing him any favors either. And security guy with a bone, dog with a bone, has basically ordered the people under him to do a search for people from Cassian's world on the planet that he's currently on, because I guess they were able to track the ship that he was using back to that world. Amazing they can do all that, but they don't have surveillance cameras. But anyway, that's going to be one of my bugaboos with the Star Wars universe. It's like something I've noticed many times while watching stuff in the Star Wars universe, that there never seem to be any surveillance cameras, except every now and then randomly there will be, and it just further underlines how weird it is that there's no freaking cameras most of the time. But hey, I know how it is. I just gotta let it go. Star Wars is a magical place, and it doesn't follow the same kind of logic we would expect. I'm curious to get into this to find out what the situation is, both in the past and how Cassian's going to get out of this situation. It's growing worse and worse around him without him realizing it. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into this second episode. Seriously, I need to know where the adults are with that little group of kids. It's like seriously giving me Lord of the Flies vibes. Or Children of the Corn. How many other things have done that? There was a Star Trek, the original series episode, where all the kids had lived in a situation where there were no adults. It seems like a pretty common thing in sci-fi. Hey, don't wander off. Stay with the tour group. Anyone else hear the theme for the mines from Total Recall right now in their head? This is weird. So that place has significance to them then. Is this where their parents used to be? Like maybe it was a mine that collapsed or turned toxic or something and killed all the adults? Okay, Atri, what are we about to make? I guess this is a bell to sound everybody to work. Come on, man. Play something cool. Oh, it's signaling the end of the day. When everybody was coming out of the big door earlier, I thought they were coming off shift. But no, they were going on shift, which makes more sense now because I was wondering why they were taking gloves to come off shift. Adoy. Oh, that's cool. I like this. That's a cool little way of doing this. Highlighting what he's paying attention to.
Who else knows
About what?
that you were born in Canary?
Jesse. Samo. Huh?
That's family.
If we're making a list, we're making a list.
I mean, it's true.
And it's all you women I'm worried about.
Oh, come on, please.
Femi, Carla.
Stop.
Vix.
Vix has nothing to do with
Well,
this.
then who told these primo bastards about Canary?
That would be me.
Title.
Vix is looking for you.
What?
Well, why would you do that?
When did she come?
Tell me.
Your comms failed. Your comms.
Where is she?
How did that come up? Oh, just forget that. What
she
do they
still
want
in the
from
yard?
me? What do they want?
Wait! V, where is she?
Comms access trouble. Calculating reroute.
Cassian.
Poor guy keeps running out of power.
Forget what I said this morning. I'll tell you the piece. I just need enough to get out of here.
He's coming.
I won't forget this.
Oh, come on, dude. Don't be that guy. Insecurity is such an annoying thing.
And that's easy for you to say. You're still on top.
You should go.
You know they're friends. Literally all you're seeing is two friends having a drink together. Or, well, not even, talking at a table together. You're gonna be all salty. At the very least, if you're gonna be salty, confront them directly. Find out what's actually happening first.
Who is it?
Is it too late?
No peepholes. Another thing I'd make a mint selling in the Star Wars galaxy.
Do you want something to drink, or?
No, I've had enough. You alright?
I don't know.
For a second there, I thought we were going to actually get a sex scene in Star Wars. I was like, what? How far is Star Wars willing to go? Yeah, just implying it. It's still Star Wars after all.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
Sergeant Linus Moss got your service, sir.
And he's just as eager as you.
I'd like to move on this quickly. We have a dangerous mobile suspect in a very serious crime.
Couldn't agree more, sir. Tempo is crucial. Velocity in the service of inspired leadership. Is there a worthy substitute? I think not.
Yeah, he's exactly his type.
Will you be suiting up with us, sir?
I think I should, don't you?
Absolutely, sir. Show force. Boost morale. Nothing like seeing an officer on the line.
It's possible our young officer's being set up.
I've been saying all along we need a stronger hand with these affiliated planets. Corporate tactical forces are the Empire's first line of defense, and the best way to keep the blade sharp is to use it. So, well, thank you, sir.
I'll pass along your kind words to the Chief Inspector.
Yeah. I'm thinking he's a true believer. That level of zeal is hard to fake. So, adopted mama, huh? So I'm guessing... Wait, what is that around her? It almost looks like a manacle. I'm guessing they'll meet each other during the expedition when he was a kid to find that crashed ship. I have been impressed by the storytelling so far, but I doubt they're going to forego the economy of storytelling of not just having those incidents be related, you know? Even though it is somewhat unnatural. Okay, what be this? This Imperial something or other. So transponder? I assume ships in the Star Wars universe use transponders, right? I'm figuring it's something that has to either do with cryptography or transponders, something very valuable. Ah, okay, that was like an actual uniform right there that one girl was wearing. So yeah, these kids were like, I guess, the children of a downed starship crew or something. Or whoever was operating that thing that looked like a mine.
How long a walk this time?
The shuttle will be 2.3 clicks away.
There's nothing closer.
Nothing safe.
So is this a security detail or is this the buyer? Or it's just one person, so I'm going to guess this is the buyer. This guy looks like Max von Sydow from the back.
Oh, we all look alike, do we?
Oh, it's Skarsgård. What's his first name? Is it Stellan? Yes! No, that's never good to wake up to. Your partner just sitting over in the corner staring at you ominously. Quick poll in the comments. Do you guys sleep naked?
Yeah.
Or do you sleep with clothes on? Especially after doing it. Because I need to know just how badly Hollywood has gotten this wrong.
Just got a few errands to run. Won't be long.
We don't want someone else to find Marva's credits, do we?
I agree. You should stay.
B! If you power down back here again, I'll be so upset with you.
If they know he lives here, they might attack this place. Or try to take her hostage or something. Is that like a blowgun? Man, stunt guy, you really committed to that one. Do something. Why on earth did you let that happen? Is there poison on those, or are they literally just darts? And buddy, why did you not retreat to cover? Nah, she dead. I don't understand the logic of the guy shooting at the girl right off the bat, especially in the back.
Mid-rim. Abandoned after Imperial mining disaster.
Okay.
900.
A real number.
You want immediacy and discretion. That's an expensive combo.
I got 500.
Well, you should plan more carefully.
Okay, let's split the difference.
It's your choice. You want to go today and have me keep my mouth shut? 7's my floor.
Dude, you could have got him for $750.
Keep the engine running.
Will you let it go?
I'm assuming he said something about maybe he's a canary or something.
We will have the element of surprise, but there should be no illusions as to the risks involved. There may be some local residents who are less than enthused with our presence. You may remind them that there's a territorial forum once a month where they are free to make official complaints. All yours, sir.
Don't like how authoritarian that was.
Thank you for being here.
Speak up, boy.
Who you calling boy?
There's no room for doubt on the path to
Come on, dude.
success. And, justice.
Rouse the troops. Say it like you mean it, at least. The words aren't bad.
Best of luck to us all.
Got no conviction.
Right then, carry on. Well said, son. Inspiring.
The way you were with him yesterday was more of what they needed to hear. A little bit of that fire that you had to get your man. For a second there, I thought I was looking at Palpatine.
What they stick you to park your ship?
60 credits.
Gutty, aren't they? They get you coming and going.
Oh no! Those guys that just immediately comes over and talk to sit by you and talk.
I'm old enough. I first came here. You could drive in across the wasteland. That was no bargain either. You make the round trip and taste it a week later.
Every now and then I'm that guy though, so I really can't say anything. I'm usually not. Usually I'm very stand up, like I really just don't want to be bothered. But every now and then I get super gregarious.
What's your line? Rather not say. No need to explain. Who knows who you're talking to these days?
Yeah, dude.
I'm in propulsion. We do add-ons and boosters.
Man, his performance right here, it's like you can totally see why he was chosen to play the Baron in Dune. That kind of very quiet, dangerous energy. Okay, I wasn't expecting this music. The show's breaking with a lot of stuff, like a lot of tradition with Star Wars. Yet another weird ending, though. Though I will say it didn't feel quite as abrupt as the previous one. I don't think there are any major characters so far who I don't find interesting, which is really good. It was cool getting to meet Cassian's adoptive mother, I'm assuming. I'm continuing to love his droid. I'm waiting to see how they tie the adoptive mother back to the crash site in which we just saw in this episode, because I'm assuming she has to be somehow involved in that. And it turns out I was right about where the adults went. So I guess, at least I'm assuming, they didn't fill in all the blanks, but they did talk about how there was a big mining disaster at that place, which is pretty much exactly what I thought. Even that it was a toxic thing. So killed all the adults. I don't know how the kids survived, though. If it was toxic, release of toxic materials, it should have killed the kids too, I would think, unless some portion of them just happened to be immune. Not immune. I don't think you can technically be immune to a toxin, but I guess resistant or resilient. So we still have more information we need filled in there. I'm going to guess that maybe not acting to save the girl who got shot in the back will be part of the formative experiences for Cassian, that explains why when he does have to act, he acts. Very fascinating character so far, though. I'm very much interested to know more about how he, what makes him tick, and to see where he goes from here. And I want to know, who is Stellan Skarsgård playing here? It's one of those situations where he's too big of a name, so I know he's got to be playing someone important, so I'm curious to find out who. And also we got to see our hard-charging officer for the security force, who is, I think, suffering a little bit of a self-doubt, maybe imposter syndrome. I think looking out at all those hard, people kind of made him doubt whether he really had what it takes to lead them. At least I'm guessing that's what really happened there during that speech. Because, like I said, his words weren't bad words necessarily. I think those words could have inspired those people. But his delivery lacked a feeling of conviction, a feeling of, real grit and determination like the other guy had, which I think is why he got such a lackluster response. That's interesting because it makes me wonder whether he is someone who's trying to be someone he's not. Is he pursuing this because he really does believe that what happened is wrong and it can't allow something like that to happen because it's wrong? Or if he just sees an opportunity to show that he really is the man he wants everyone to think he is, So I'm curious to see more of him too. And like I said in the first episode, that's one of the things that I'm really enjoying so far, is that they're making me not so much care yet, because I don't care about him yet really, in terms of wanting to see him succeed in some way, or wanting to see him, or knowing about some past trauma or something that makes me feel for him or something like that. It's not that yet, but he's compelling. The only one who's kind of lagging a little behind in that so far is Vix.
That's not her name.
What is her name?
I'm hoping they fix that too. There's definitely room for it there. The actress seems strong, so I think she can handle it. I don't want it to just be relationship drama, because it's for one thing, it's something we've seen enough of that it can be kind of boring sometimes. But for another thing, it's really easy to fall back on some cheesy tropes when you're writing relationship drama. Even when you are good writers, sometimes you just do it without realizing it, So I'm kind of hoping we get more than that. Plus, I don't know. I like to see female characters that aren't just basically about nothing more than their relationship to the male lead and, some sort of relationship drama,
Stay woke.
So next episode, since these first 3 episodes form basically a movie together, should be our resolution to the main, conflict that's happening right now, which is we're going to have the security team land on, was it Ferrix, I guess is the name of the planet they're on right now, try to capture Cassian, probably end up killing some people, including people who are important to Cassian. And either the leader, well, the officer of the security team is either going to make his name in this operation, or is going to fall hard and become a scapegoat because he didn't listen to his boss. And we'll see how the Empire crushes incompetence, which is how they would definitely see that. And also, whoever Cassian is supposed to meet, who I'm assuming is who Stellan Skarsgård is playing, they'll have their meeting, and that'll set up the next phase of the story. Let me know what you guys thought watching this, and like, where did you think the story was going? Let me know if you agree with any of my points, disagree with any of my points, blah blah blah. As always, if you're going to talk spoilers, please use your spoiler tag and space so that you don't ruin the story for me or anyone else who hasn't watched all the way through. And yeah, join me for the next one. As always, do your best to stay safe and be well. I will see you for the next one. My brain just completely shut off for a second. I tell you, getting older is weird, man. May the force be with you. Bye-bye.
I'm old enough. I first came here. You could drive in across the wasteland.
That was harder than shooting someone. Just missing him, you know.